Have you ever felt like a hamster on a wheel, constantly busy but not moving forward? I was once there too, so I know what it's like, or at least I know what it's like for me. Hi, my name is Clay Cutts. I'm a leadership and executive coach. I'm here to talk to you about efficiency. So, I've always been a hard worker. I grew up in a family where work ethic was a high value, and laziness was a big insult. And so from a very young age, I learned to work hard at school, learned to work hard in my part-time jobs, and then I worked hard in college, and then got into my career, and just sort of this idea of jamming as much into my calendar as possible was a sign that I was being successful. And what I found over time is that I get in this cycle of busyness where I was doing a lot of stuff, but I look back and at the important milestones and important accomplishments, and they were buried in there, but they were covered up with a whole bunch of other stuff too. And so when I went to graduate school, I was running a business and had a family, had a busy, daughter who was involved in a bunch of stuff. And I had to figure out a way to be more efficient because with my busy life plus my demanding grad school program, I didn't have time to not be efficient. And so that was when I sort of had to just sort of make a turn and just go for it and learn myself based on what I had available to me. What I figured out was that the first step was discipline. I had to create a structured plan using my calendar more efficiently and those sorts of things. And that was vital. Structure breeds success. Second was effective execution. So I had to like make these plans, and then I had actually followed through on them. Meaning, like I put something on my calendar, had this internal shift of like it's on my calendar, and no matter what, I'm going to do it. And that was a really important part too. The third thing was being smart, being thoughtful about what I was doing, meaning prioritizing tasks and being really sort of almost brutal about what's going to get done and what's not. At the height of my grad school program, I was in a situation where my business was doing really well. I had a lot going on, and so I had to figure out. It wasn't a matter of how do I get everything done. It's a matter of like what gets chopped, what gets taken off the table, so the important things can get done. Next was mastery, like mastery of my calendar, mastery of the tasks that I was doing, but really mastery of the high priority pieces. So the better I got at the high priority pieces, the easier it was for me to set aside the lower priority stuff. And finally, it was commitment. Really, sort of like making this choice inside me that no matter what, I'm gonna do these things. I'm gonna be consistent. I'm gonna understand that the leadership is not. It's not a sprint. It's not like a one idea thing. It's this long, consistent sort of marathon kind of idea. So these five principles really transform my approach to time. They empowered me to step off the hamster wheel and onto like this path of meaningful, like real progress. And the same can happen for you. You have the power to turn time from your enemy into your ally. It starts with a decision and a commitment to change. So go ahead. I invite you to make that decision now if you're ready. Step into the mindset of a limitless leader and redefine your relationship with time. Remember, it's not about having more time. It's about making better use of the time you have. You can do this. Your journey towards extraordinary leadership starts right now.